Hello and welcome to part 8 of my Grombrindal Immortal Empires playthrough. And as we take a look at the top here, our grudge severity is still on 123, so the first thing we're gonna do this episode is build up Grombrindal's army and then march back south to settle two grudges that we have here against the Dark Elves, and then maybe some more because I think we also have another grudge to beat them so many times. So let's see, we got some new regiments of renown units, so let's see who we can hire. We have a Goblob grudge thrower here, so it has armor piercing, anti-infantry, and goblin mangonel. What does that mean? A particularly stupid and otherwise useless goblin prisoner is tied to a boulder and then is fired, screaming all the way until he smashes into the target. Those hit by this projectile receive a leadership penalty. That actually sounds super cool, and I think we will recruit this one, although it costs 900 gold, but I think it's worth it. Wait, how much is a dwarf warrior? We actually need a front line, more importantly, I feel. Okay, maybe we can hold off on this, and maybe we can just get some dwarf warriors. Yeah, let's just get some dwarf warriors. Let's play it safe. We do need a front line to obviously engage the Dark Elves. So now Grombrindal's recruiting. Where does he plan to go? I think straight back down to Rectal Gorge. Here we go. The UI overlapping again. I hope they address that in a future patch. They have quite a full stack here. Rectal Gorge is a little damaged. That might be quite a challenging siege. Do we have access to Irondrakes yet? We do not. Are we building the building for Irondrakes? We're not, because we're only tier... we're still waiting for tier 3. Okay, fair enough. Let's check our diplomacy this turn. Yeah, no one likes us up here. I feel like it's going to be like that for a while. And I also forgot to abandon this. So there's going to be a rebellion in 4 turns. So maybe I just wait. Let's not abandon it just yet. So let's go ahead and end our turn. At a clan's request, field engineers are sent by their guild attached to artillery to ensure increased rates of fire. So plus 15% reload time reduction for artillery units. Very nice. And let's go ahead and research something new. So that gave us access to this. 30% missile resistance for artillery. Oh, that could be super nice actually. Yeah, let's get that. That sounds really good. Because missile units are usually the units that can attack our artillery. Now, I believe we can march south here. Maybe even go into ambush stance. But then again, I do want to recruit some more dwarf warriors. So maybe I don't go that far. Also, can we recruit when we are in the underway? Immune to most attrition, nearby should be... I think we can. Oh, we can. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to go like here. And then... we're outside of our territory, so that doesn't actually matter, does it? Whoops. Okay, so the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. We can upgrade our growth building. I don't think we will do that. We need to save our gold here so we can get Irondrakes. That costs 2.7k. And if we check our Glacier encampment, it's revolting in 3 turns, so that should be fine. And yeah, that looks like an end turn already. So let's go ahead and end the turn again. The Sword of Cain has been claimed by another. Doom stalks the world once more unless you can wrest it from them. So Alfarian getting the Sword of Cain there. And during the end turn, I did just have a curious moment. How much range do shards have, or dark shards? 125. How much range do quarrelers have? 160. So we do outrange them, even though obviously dark shards and shards are very powerful units. But if we take a look at their garrison, their garrison's fully healed, okay. And they do have a lot of dark shard units, which have armor piercing. I think that's why they are so dangerous. But let's go ahead and attack this. think we should be okay. In fact, we also have some quest battles we could do, but let's take out Rectal Gorge first. A valiant defeat. Okay. Let's see what banners I have here. The artillery ones are okay. So, armor piercing weapon damage +8 for assigned unit. Oh, let's give that to a Quarreler. And then we have charge bonus and immune to psychology. Let's give it to our giant slayers. Spell resistance and physical resistance. We can give that to Grombrindal. And then we have bonus versus infantry, leadership, and melee attack. Let's give that to our Thane. And it's going to be a valiant defeat. So maybe we wait for them to march out. Let's build a siege tower. And we will hold them under siege. Yeah, there we go. So we will hold them under siege. We're not taking any attrition. They will be. As well as their army, I believe. So that's all good there. Now over here we can finally get our gunsmith's forge, which gives us access to Irondrakes, thunderers, and cannons. Oh, cannons will also be very nice. Oh, and we have our organ guns up here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get that. Sadly, we can't build any economy because we're too poor. Next turn, hopefully. And let's continue our siege and go to the next turn. Okay, so Malekith is marching out to meet us. We can actually auto-resolve this with low casualties for a close victory, so I think I will do that. There we go, so 1.1k gold and 7.9k experience. That is absolutely insane. And of course we will go ahead and occupy this. Very nice. They say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. They say you are a fool. Ooh, +5 leadership for all armies. Or minus 25% recruitment cost. I think we go with the leadership. We'll see who is the fool. Indeed, and we got a new trait. +5 leadership when fighting against Dark Elves. Very nice. And a new Regiment of Renown unit, the Grumbling Guard. Oh, a Longbeards with great weapons. Okay. And we did solve a grudge there against Naggarond. And we also settled the grudge against Rectal Gorge. There we go. And we have an imminent rebellion up here. So we will abandon that settlement. For 216 gold, very nice. And a new banner room gained. Wow, quite a lot of stuff happening there. So +8 melee attack for assigned non-character unit. Master rune, +5 melee attack and +4 leadership for allies in range. Very nice, indeed. So Grombrindal got 2 level ups here. Let's see. So we increased Irondrakes and cannon units. Flame cannon units, sorry. What else can we buff? So slayers, giant slayers, hammers, and iron breakers. We've also got grudge throwers, cannon, and organ gun units. Oh, I think this might be the one. So +6% missile strength. And another level gives it +10% ammunition and +6% missile strength. Very nice. So our master engineer also getting a level up. We could give him ammunition +12% hero's army. Very nice. And now 20%. And our Thane also got a level up. What's this? So it's a passive ability. All allies in range +15% physical resistance. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get that. Ooh, but I didn't read these two. Okay. We could also give him flaming attacks. +50% ammunition for Irondrakes. Ooh, that could be very nice. Ooh. Or we could get this. That's for rangers. Okay, so do we want physical resistance to hold the front lines? Or do we want ammunition and fire resistance? I think we're going to go with this one. +50% ammunition for Irondrakes. That's crazy. Let's do that. And flaming attack, so when we go and fight our zombie quests, our Thane will be very useful indeed. So the Altar of Ultimate Darkness, we can get a building. Let's go ahead and give it some economy. There we go, a trinket maker, gives us 200 gold per turn, very nice. Rakdo Gorge, we can also build something. Let's build a trinket maker here as well. It only takes 5 turns to become profitable. And we're going to march Grombrindal back up here because we do have a new unit that we want to recruit now. And that is... oh wait, is it not built yet? Oh, I came too soon. 3 turns, okay. That's fine. I think we can afford to wait up here for our Irondrakes to be built. The Dark Elves do have a small force here. Maybe it was better to march east whilst Malekith is weakened actually. But we'll get our Irondrakes and then they'll be more useful. If we look at our grudge severity, it's also gone down now to 80, which is very nice. And we actually only have 2 outstanding grudges, I believe. There we go. So we need to win 5 battles against the High Elves, which isn't going to happen too soon. And we also need to win 5 battles against the Dark Elves, which we are on 3 out of 5. Very nice. We are abandoning this, so that should be fine. Let's go ahead and end our turn. So a decisive victory there with our garrison. The rebellion just being the lord by himself, so of course that will be an auto-resolve. There we go. That didn't kill him though, sadly. The insolent fools of this province have risen up against us. Yes, indeed they have. Manblight tribe have been obliterated. There is nothing left apart from the echoing laughter of thirsting gods. And we gained a new trait, +1 control in local province. Very nice. So we do need to come up here and destroy Hakon. The only problem I have with that is which way is he going to march? I don't believe he can settle, right? So maybe we should come this way because then we can come down here to Naggarond afterwards. But we also want our Irondrake units. That's fine. If we go on force march, there's no difference, okay. Okay, we go in the underway, we can actually make it a bit further. So let's do this. There we go. And we can go and deal with that guy next turn, hopefully. Now we can upgrade our trinket maker here. So let's go ahead and do that. And then in Rakdo Gorge, it's tier 1, so we can't do anything there. Should we upgrade the growth building or should we wait? It's 1.8k and we do want... we need gold for Irondrakes, so I don't think I'm going to spend the money there. We will quickly check diplomacy. Yeah, okay. Nothing's changed. And we will go ahead and end our turn. So the rebels going in for another attack. We will auto-resolve it, and that did wipe him out this time, so we will start marching south again with Grombrindal. This Dark Elf faction has performed the sacrifice to Mathlon. Keep your eyes on the seas, a Black Ark will soon be summoned. And Hakon Daemon Talker, our enemy belonging to rebels, has perished in the battle at Glacier Encampment. Very nice. And your lord, Thrund Truth-Teller, has returned from their absence and is once again ready for duty. And good! Distract your people with brutish games. Crowds flock to the fighting pits and arenas to revel in the violence and forget their woes for a time. We get +4 control for 3 turns. Very nice indeed. Now, how many turns for Irondrakes? 1 turn for Irondrakes. Can we march here normally? We can't. Okay, so we're going to go here. And next turn we can finally start recruiting those Irondrakes so we can go on a mass conquest here of Dark Elf lands. I do sense a change in tempo coming. Now we could upgrade this building to get Longbeards. And a Thane. Of course, that is something we will want to do eventually, but maybe not right now. We built a runesmith building. Can I recruit a runesmith? I can. We have capacity for 2 runesmiths. Okay, so what does this guy have? Plus 5% research rate and minus 15% construction cost for all buildings. And this guy has plus 5 melee attack, plus 5 melee defense, and 5% physical resistance. I think we will go with Zamnil Azrael here. So let's go ahead and recruit him. He will go into Grombrindal's army next turn. And we might need to get rid of 2 crawler units or something here. I think we might have too many crawlers. But I think that's all we can do for this turn. We're kind of flying through the turns here, but next turn we will have our Irondrakes. So let's go ahead to the next turn. There we go, so down to almost 150 factions now. Almost half of what we started with. And if we go to recruit units, there they are. Sorry, excuse me. The Irondrake units. They are armoured and anti-infantry. They do have a decent amount of melee defense. We're buffing them quite well, so let's go ahead and get 3 of those. Wow. Of course, quite expensive to upkeep them. Although, same price as a Thunderer unit, and I would argue better, although I guess they do have less range. And we also have access to cannons now. Oh, damn. Is this the time where we raise a second army, we become so poor, though? Because I don't want to dismiss these units, but we now do have access to our real, like, endgame units. Maybe 3 Irondrakes is enough for now to go and take the Dark Elf lands, and then we will reassess. So let's upgrade. Let's get a Toolmaker's Workshop. Very nice. Boost our economy a bit more. That never hurts. I think that's one thing you always want to be doing as the dwarves. So let's end our turn and then we begin the march down to Naggarond. Your warriors range deep into hostile lands, but all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some horned god was watching from the evil moon above. The army is fettered by Marslib's glare. Oh, I can't say that. So we lose 1.5k but gain leadership or do nothing. I think we do nothing, right? Yes. And a rebellion. Wait, why did this not get abandoned? I thought we abandoned it. Okay. Weird. And did our hero ever integrate? They didn't. Ah, we have 1 unit too many. Okay, I think we do just get rid of 1 crawler unit. Get rid of the lowest XP one. And let's get our runesmith into the army. Now, how far can we march? Will the underway get us further? It will indeed. There we go. No sign. Ah, there's Malekith. He already has another 4-stack. But he has left Naggarond undefended. If he goes to Rakdo Gorge, I do think we just go to Naggarond. What's the garrison like on Naggarond? Quite a large one, but that should be absolutely fine. The Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Now, I could really do with a defensive building here. Let's go ahead and get growth and casualty replenishment. So then hopefully we can faster get this to tier 4 and get some defensive slots running. And what's this? Will be abandoned next turn. Yes, okay. That's exactly what I want. Maybe when the rebellion spawns, it abandons the abandon thing. Yeah, English. Okay, let's go ahead to our next turn here. Okay, yeah, okay, it's going to be a repeat of the last rebellion, I felt. Okay, so Malekith is down here with another 4-stack with plenty of shades and shards. He's going to attack Rakdo Gorge, but we have the plans of going to Naggarond. We can't reach it this turn. We can reach Malekith this turn though. Let's see, they have essentially a 1/2-stack combined with this. Can we take it? I think so. Let's go to about here. I think we will be fine. I hope so. And I'm actually going to upgrade this just so we can unlock hero recruitment of the Thane. But we also gain access to Longbeards if we want them in the future, which very likely because they are our best frontline unit. Very tanky. But let's go ahead to turn 47. Grond have been obliterated. There is nothing left apart from the echoing laughter of thirsting gods, and we did kill that rebellion again. Okay, now this turn, let's try to abandon it, because there's no rebellion for 5 turns, so maybe that will actually work now. And Malekith did retreat down to the Temple of Cain, so I think he is worried we might take this. They do have a full stack there as well as their garrison now. Can Malekith reach Naggarond? This says he cannot. So we might even be able to afford 1 turn of sieging. Yeah, it gives us a valiant defeat. So let's go ahead and just siege for a turn. If they march out, then it should be an easy win for us. And Malekith is unable to reinforce them. Can we build anything new this turn? Nope, everything's building. There we go, we have economy here. And did we abandon this? Or did I select it this turn? I forget. The turns blend into one. We will quickly check our diplomacy. I feel like it's worth it every now and then. Yeah, we don't have access to anything new, so let's go ahead and end the turn again. Okay, so the enemy are attacking us here, and they did manage to get Malekith to reinforce. That's a valiant defeat. Honestly, I really don't think I can face that many Dark Shard units, so we will retreat from this. I don't think they can chase us, or at least not chase us and have Malekith supporting. And there we go, so they do attack again. Malekith is reinforcing, but there's 1 less army. If we auto-resolve it, we only lose our 2 dwarf warriors. That might be worth it. Yeah, let's go ahead and auto-resolve this one. There we go. Wow, 16.9k experience. That's insane. 2.2k gold and the Helm of Discord. So plus 10 armor and then a hex ability. All enemies in range lose 24 melee defense and 24 melee attack. That is very nice. And we will execute and loot enemies for another 1000 gold. Several dwarf holds fall under attack from a particularly belligerent Wa, and Radawi feel hard pressed. The White Dwarf appears at the forefront of such struggles as he has done throughout history. His rune helm, forged in the glorious forges of Zufbar, glows, replenishing lost dwarfen courage. A commodity that is rarely lacking in the first place, of course. With the help of none other than Gortrek Gurnison, the Wa finds itself isolated by Grombrindal's throng, unable to sustain itself. Grombrindal lures the beleaguered orcs to a battlefield of his choosing, using a simple bait and switch maneuver with volunteers from Karek Azul, and so it is that Runehelm will glow bright once more, instilling dwarves with heart and courage at Thundering Falls. Oh my god, that was a long one. So 5k gold, the Runehelm of Zufbar. Of course, we do need to go ahead and do all of these. We look at the enemy forces, a lot of goblins, but reinforcements expected. Our army is very damaged right now, but we will have to go and do those in the future. So enemies killed in battle. And we got the Helm of Discord and a new regiment of renown, Irondrakes. The dwarfs of Clan Norgrimlim are determined to see their enemies wiped out with a whoosh of scalding cleansed steam. Very nice. And we also got a Ranger regiment of renown, as well as an Ironbreaker and a Peak Gate Guard. Wow, and a new follower. Minus 7% recruitment cost for artillery units. Very nice. Yeah, I wasn't going to read all of those. Jeez. So, let's go ahead over here, because we have a ton of level ups yet. Grombrindal has 5 skills he can level up. Wow. So, we don't want Time of the Ancestors. We were going up his red tree. So, let's unlock this as well. And then we can get Rally, so plus leadership for all allies in range. And then what do we have here? So armor, minus dwarf warriors and longbeards. We can get missile strength, as well as the other buffs for crawlers, thunderers, rangers, Irondrakes. Okay, yeah, let's get Dowie. Firepower. That's for slayers. This is for artillery. We can also get stand your ground, so it's just a bigger buff of the one before. Very nice. Our master engineer also has 3 skills that he can unlock. What should we give him here? Should we buff this? Leadership aura. Speed for all missile units. Oh, that could be very nice. Let's give our missile units some more speed. And Philly, our Thane here, has also leveled up. Let's go ahead and give him some more armor. And what about over here? Oh, some hit points would be useful. Let's give him some hit points. And our runesmith also getting a ton of level ups here. Of course, we're going to get the rune of speed, the rune of wrath and ruin, and let's do damping. And then we can get forge fire, minus 15 armor for all enemies in range, and that's him with his skills. Our army is half health. It's not too bad actually. Maybe we could besiege this. I don't think we could take them on with a half health army, but maybe I'm mistaken. They do have quite a number of dark shard units. That's the only thing that would cause problems. Yeah, it's a valiant defeat. So let's go ahead and besiege this. I think that's okay, because they can't march out, so we'll just besiege them until they take enough damage. We won't be getting any casualty replenishment though, will we? No. Okay, so now we have 7k gold. Maybe we should buy a second army. Of course, we have our Rune Lord here, Frund Truth Teller. Let's go ahead and recruit him. And if we take a look, what should we build here? So let's start off with Longbeards. Do we have them unlocked yet? I don't think we do. I think we're waiting for them, right? Yeah, 1 turn and then we can recruit Longbeards. Okay, so because we don't have Longbeards yet, we will get our crawlers. In fact, do you buff anyone specific? I don't think so, right? No. What about Grombrindal? Does he have any faction-wide effects? Ah, yes. Weapon strength plus 20% when fighting against elves. Okay. So I think we will just get some crawler units to begin with. Crawlers are very nice, and we will go ahead and end our turn. Okay, so nothing popped up on the end turn there. Let's go ahead and check the garrison health. They are taking damage, and there's no... Ah, they did recruit an army over here, but they can't attack us, right? I don't think they can reach us from there. Although we are on this side of the settlement, so maybe they can reach us? I think we can afford to wait 1 more turn, just so we do have more damage on the enemy. Let's go ahead and recruit... How many crawlers do we want? I think we want 5 dwarf warriors, but 5 crawlers may be too much. Cannons are armor piercing and anti-large. So are bolt throwers, which are better. So the cannons have more range, more missile strength, but less speed. Ah. So let's get 1 more crawler and then maybe 2 cannons. I quite like the idea of having some cannons. And then we do have... Ah, the Elder Spire can upgrade to tier 3. I think maybe we just wait to upgrade the Altar of Ultimate Darkness to tier 4. 9k gold. Wow, okay, we need some gold. But let's go ahead to turn 50. Dwarfs excel at artillery placement and creating bulwarks and trenches for their defense. So plus 30% missile resistance for artillery units. Very nice. And we can actually get a bit more technology now. So we get armor for gyrocopters. Not really interested. Recruitment rank for artillery. Oh, that's quite nice. Let's go ahead and get that. Although if we come back down here, we're missing a few. So that's for rangers. Ah, missile strength for crawler units. Let's actually get this. Yes. That's... I can't believe I've missed that one. That's quite an important one there. Now their army is recruiting. I'm a bit scared of an attack, to be honest. Maybe we siege one more turn, I'm not too sure. It's a close victory now. I think we continue it because we do lose to Irondrakes. We could fight it manually, but I don't think we would actually be better off. Although maybe we could win this if we manually fight it. I just want to quickly take a look at the siege layout. See if there's anywhere that's got a good vantage point. So maybe we could come from over here, or yeah, I think over here would be the best attack. So let's actually go and manually fight this. Get our cinematic battle in for the day. So here we go. We have finally arrived at Naggarond for the mighty siege, but as you can see, a lot of our units are very damaged here. And in fact, Grombrindal, our Thane and our Runesmith decide to lead the charge as they are a bit more sturdy and just really going in to motivate our units. As we look inside the enemy fortress, you can see a lot of ranged units on the walls, for some reason over here. Interesting choice. And they should also have a few more units in reserve back here. Luckily, all melee units. I feel we can easily handle melee units. It's the ranged units we need to take care of. So as we come back here, our bolt thrower trying to take down this tower. Already done half of its HP. And our grudge throwers here just set to try and get some damage off. As we've seen a rune of Wrath and Ruin there completely take care of this bleak sword unit. They will not be willing to fight us anytime soon. As you can see, our three heroes here trying to break down the gate. So the gate has been broken open now, as we see Grombrindal and Philly, our Thane, charging in to try and kill the enemy hero who's actually running away. There we go, Philly throwing down a speed buff there so they can catch up to her. Grombrindal missing a swing of his axe. There we go. They send the sorceress flying there. Let's turn off the UI, get a good angle of this. And I believe that was the Horn of Retreat. She does not want to fight this battle, but although they are short-legged, our Thane and Grombrindal not letting her get away here at all. And in fact, they have killed her, so very good work there. You can see our grudge throwers crashing in onto the wall. And we actually cast an army ability here. This is one of our new ones. It does quite a bit of damage. We get 2 free casts of that, which is very nice. So Grombrindal and the Thane here go in to engage this spear unit. Very nice. Of course, tower fire coming in. Our grudge throwers hitting that archer unit just behind. Oh, dark shards. Very scary unit there. And you can see the units on the wall now getting ready to fire down. As we see another rune of Wrath and Ruin about to go off. Oh, amazing damage there. And grudge thrower actually destroys the barricade the Dark Elves had built inside of the settlement. The spear unit now choosing to retreat. So are the dark shards. As we engage their Heart Ganaf executioners, of course they're very good in melee combat. Have really good armor piercing, but Grombrindal is just a little bit better. You feel nothing can really overcome the dwarf in melee at this point in the campaign. So we see him jumping in there with his mighty axe. So throwing down another buff and debuff, losing the enemy melee attack and melee defense, buffing our melee attack. We are absolutely melting these 2 units here. Let's see if we can get a close-up shot of some combat. There we go, Grombrindal just in the middle of the hex there. Kind of hard to see as he does a mighty 2-handed swing of the axe. Grudge throwers crashing in. It's even though our army was heavily damaged, we are doing a wonderful job here. We're actually chasing down the spear unit. They are retreating, but we just want to make sure they're gone for good. But they changed their focus. There's another spear unit just behind them with a bit more health to them. And you can see a few units now retreating. They do have almost a 4 health Dark Shard unit here as our Grudge Throwers come crashing in. Of course, we have that explosive ammunition now on the Grudge Thrower, or at least one of them. Grombrindal taking some missile damage. They should go and deal with this unit very quickly. Our Grudge Thrower getting off another good few hits there. And we'll see if the Dark Shards choose to turn and fight. They do. They were thinking of running away there, I think. Just look at the carnage. All you need is Grombrindal and a couple Grudge Bearers, or Grudge Throwers, sorry, it seems. And you can take a whole city. As they actually go to just take the capture point now, because the enemy towers were doing quite a bit of damage. As you can see, all the missiles from the various enemy towers firing in. So if we take this capture point, that should remove a fair few of the towers here. As we see another Dread Spear unit coming in. There should be no threat at all for both Grombrindal and Philly. So we see them capturing the point quite quickly, although now it slows down that the enemy have arrived. They charge straight in, throw in the buffs, throw in the debuffs. There's a Rune of Wrath and Ruin. It looks like our Runesmith has now entered, not hitting too many of them. As we turn around, actually, you can see our Runesmith running in to join the battle. And that is actually a victory. As you can see, everyone choosing to retreat there, and a decisive victory for Naggarond. There we go, a decisive victory with 0 losses. Our Grudge Throwers there getting plenty of kills, as well as Grombrindal, of course, with his Rune of Spite. But Naggarond is now ours. The ancient grudge against Malekith is almost settled. We just have a few more settlements of his to take now. There we go, so 256 gold as well as 2.7k experience. Very nice, and of course we will be occupying this. This is now a dwarven settlement. And we got a Dawnstone, plus 15% physical resistance. Very nice. And a Master Rune of Spite. That's really good, actually. We could probably give that to our Thane there. And we have attained complete control and grudge removed. There we go. Our grudge severity should go down. Why is it at 100? We only have one grudge. Wow. This high elf grudge is really giving us 100 severity. There's no high elves nearby though, right? They're all the way down here. Ah, what's this? I've never seen this before. I'm not too sure. Sea of Malice. Interesting. So, we have conquered Naggarond. That's a very good feat there. And our Thane has gained a level up. So, let's go ahead and give him some more hit points. Very nice indeed. And we will get some much needed unit replenishment here as well. So, what do we have built in Naggarond? We have a port, which is really nice for money. We have a ranger barracks. I don't think we need this ranger. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of the ranger's barracks. And we do have a mustering hall, so Longbeards and Dwarf Warriors. I think we will keep that. In fact, I could maybe even do with a few Longbeards in this army. Let's go ahead and recruit our first Longbeards now. There we go, very nice. We do have a second army up here. I don't think we should expand upon this army just yet. Maybe halt recruitment there for a little. But yeah, I think we heal up with Grombrindal here and then march south and take the remaining lands owned by Malekith. It's actually turning out to be a very nice turn of events here. So let's see, what can we do? Income. I'm actually going to go for the... let's go for growth. Yeah, why not? But sadly, that's all I have time for today, guys. We definitely a big episode there in the series, taking Naggarond and pushing Malekith back. It's I feel like it won't be too long now before we have wiped him out and settled our most ancient grudge against the Dark Elves. But yeah, if you have any ideas on where we should expand after we've dealt with Malekith, then leave them in the comments below. But for now, I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Thank you for watching.